RIU.com.au is coming to you once again from the RIU Explorers Conference, currently underway in Fremantle. Standing next to me is the Managing Director of Alma Metals, Frazer Tabeart. Frazer, it's great to see you. How are you?
You too. I'm very well. How are you?
Good, thank you. You are my second favourite person for the day who has brought me a rock, and I cannot wait to talk about it. First things first, Briggs Copper Project. There's been sort of a lot of activity happening lately. Where are we at right now?
Yeah, so we've got our great assay results back in January. So we had the very deep hole. And then we drilled a hole next to it. That's where this beautiful rock comes from, so we can talk about that. But yeah, really nice assays, long runs of good grade. So like 620 metres at 0.25% copper. So that's the longest, deepest, highest grade intersection on the whole project since its start. And it's really validated the geological model beautifully. So we now know we've got good grades of mineralisation all the way down to at least 500 metres below surface. So very important.
I love it when the theory is supported by data. Now, for those who are new to the Alma story, you did your very first deep hole, which was 900 metres.
Close to, yeah.
And that really brings us to this beauty. What is this thing that we're looking at?
Yeah, so this is from the hole that we drilled immediately next to it. So it's what we call a UST textured rock, or a brain rock. And
rock?
It's basically it's a very evolved, looks like a quartz vein, but it's actually not. It's a magmatic rock.
Oh.
So it's the end process of a porphyry formation, and often can concentrate very high grade. So these are the highest grade rocks we see on the project. This particular one's running about 1.5% copper. It's part of an intersection that was 30 metres at 0.9% copper. So that's probably one of the highest grade intersections we've had on the project, quite close to surface. So that'll be part of the early mining plan with some higher grades, which is obviously good for the economics of the project. And the more of this we find, the better and the happier we are.
I can't wait to hear more about this. So obviously it's a little bit higher at surface and it's a higher grade, so it sort of adds weight to the project overall going forward.
It does, yeah, and it sort of shows that when the process works well, you can get high grades. And we've seen this in a number of holes now. We've seen it in surface outcrop as well. So if we can start showing that those all link up, they can become part of a coherent mine plan to chase some higher grades early in the project.
That is super cool. So obviously the rigs will be out on site in a few months, but what's sort of some of the other things that you've got happening over at Briggs this year?
Yeah, so obviously major drilling program. So that, as you said, will kick off in a couple of months' time. So we're looking to more than double the amount of drilling that's been done. Over the next 18 months, we probably need to double, if not triple, the amount of drilling to support our pre-feasibility study. And so other components of that will be a lot more met test work. So that so far has been very, very encouraging, but we just need to do more of it. And we've got a few areas there where we think there's some really strong upside, maybe coarsening up the grind size, and also looking at adding a moly circuit. So lots of pretty funky things on that. And then we'll get into the engineering studies, probably later this year, once we've got all of that new information coming together. So it's going to be flat out, drill baby drill, as the big fella said. That's us for the next 18 months.
Look, Frazer, that sounds awesome. Thanks for bringing me a rock. It's always the easy way to win me over. And I can't wait for future updates.
Sounds good.